What's up, YouTube, Facebook fam? It's your host with the most, the face that runs the place, the champ that runs the campus, back with another video for Black History Month. Before we get started, please follow my social media links in the description box below, as well as my guest links in the description box below. As you guys know, Black History Month is a big deal for me here. I've been doing this since what 2020, if I'm not mistaken. I've always had guests come on. This year, I have someone I typically end with start this entire show. So if I'm starting with her, you already know I got big things coming. So without further ado, I will let you introduce yourself, Chardannay.
All right, we back another year. Everybody know me as Pretty Face, the owner of all the 27 businesses in the world.
And so that's a title that you self-acquired, I assume, right?
No, somebody gave it to me as in trying to be petty, so I took it and ran with it.
Oh, you something else. So Nate, look, you know how we do up on here. Like we chill, we kick it. Tell me what's going on with the business. The last time you was here, you was telling me you was doing big things. So what has changed between now and last year?
Um, I've added different things to all of my businesses. I will be dropping my skincare line sometime this year. That's what I was talking about last year that I said I wouldn't say until next year. Now we finally here, and I've added some things to my catering, the kids business, just about everything. A lot of new products.
So right now, the name of the game for you, because I'm just honestly curious, the name of the game for you and your brand is multiply and expand, or is it more about the quality of the services that you provide? And I only ask that because me being a business person myself, I'm trying to grow, right? And
Right.
so growing is something that that comes along with growing pains. And
Mhm.
I'm wondering from your standpoint, because you're an established business owner, you've been in business for how
Right.
long now?
Um, Drink business 8 years, makeup business 6 years. The rest of the businesses are 3 years.
Okay, so for you, expansion is always the name of the game, or is it really the
That,
quality of?
but it's quality. First, it's quality, and once I get the products established and to the quality I would like, then I go ahead and expand because those part of the businesses are doing well.
So wait, I have to ask, like, what made you want to get into like all these different things? Like, what made you want to be a business owner? Where does the inspiration come from?
It's something that I've always wanted. When I was in cosmetology school, of course, every woman wants to own their own salon, and I wanted to own my own salon and then be a business owner. And then I decided I was like, well, I don't want to do hair anymore. So that means I can't be a salon owner, but I still want to be a business owner. So I tried my hand at that, and I'm a woman of many talents. So I just basically just started doing things little by little, expanding and just trying things out, and I just been going up ever since.
And so you, I would like to say, like, you're pretty well versed at, not just selling your business, but if you could give a blueprint to someone that wanted to follow behind you, you would be able to like mentor and coach them to get them to where you
Of
currently
course.
are. Man, that's great, man. I mean, shit. I think it's funny because like when I not so much when I met you, but when I first saw your business, I didn't really know what it was about. But I can tell you, I've seen it around a lot,
Yes.
and I've always seen it on Facebook. I've seen it on Instagram. I've seen other people use it. So like, you got to be doing something right
Of
because it's
course.
growing. You have to be.
Quality.
So wait, where did the? Maybe I asked you this already. And you got to correct me if I'm wrong.
Hmm.
Where did the name the pretty face come from? Anyway.
It's something my mama gave me. She always said I was the baby with the pretty face. And then growing up, people just be like, oh, she's so pretty. So I just started calling myself the pretty face since that's what my mama said I had. And then I just went ahead and was just like, okay, you know what? My business is going to be called the Pretty Face Collection. And I just went with it.
You just ran with it.
Yep.
So is it because I saw a little bit of it earlier? Is it the Pretty Cartel or is it?
So the Pretty Cartel is basically the home of all the businesses that I own. So when you hear
Oh,
the Pretty Cartel, you just think about all the businesses, whether it's the Pretty Face Collection, Pretty Dance Company, One Pretty Frozen Cup, Pretty Face Daycare, Pretty Sandwich Shop, Pretty Sisters Collection. It all follows under the Pretty Cartel.
okay. So the Pretty Cartel is a
It's
big
basically the
umbrella.
headquarters. Yep.
I got you. Okay. So if the Pretty Cartel is the headquarters, like what's the next big thing for the Pretty Cartel?
So the Pretty Cartel also we do giveaways and we do donations, but also under there I'm currently in school, and that was another thing that I almost slipped up and said last year in our interview. And I was like, nope, we have to hold that until next year. So I am in esthetician school to become an esthetician, and that will fall under the Pretty Cartel with the rest of the businesses.
Oh, look, congrats.
Thank you.
Number one,
Thank you.
congrats on being in school. But like, I ain't gonna lie to you. I probably should know what that is. I don't know what that is. What is that exactly?
Okay, so a esthetician is basically a person who helps improve the skin. So we do skin analysis, basically
Oh,
help you
okay.
achieve your desired healthy skin, do waxing. We can do things as well as scalp massages, arm massages, neck massages, things of that sort.
And so that's very interesting. Like, what made you go? If you don't mind me asking, like, what made you go to school for that?
Well, I do have a makeup line, and I do tell my clients make sure you do have healthy skin under wearing that makeup. So with that being said, I decided to go to school to become an esthetician, so that way not only am I selling my makeup products, I can incorporate my skincare products, and I can help you achieve the desired healthy skin that it is that you need.
Okay. I mean, it
So
makes
yeah,
sense.
it just all falls in.
Yeah, it kind of all
It
goes hand in
all
hand.
hand in hand.
Like
Yes, indeed.
sometimes as I look at this camera, and I always would tell you, I don't rehearse. Like I kind of try to forget that the camera is here. One of the things I
Right.
want to ask, and this ain't even really nothing business related. This is about the business owner. Like this is about you.
Mhm.
Like I know you. Like I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I think I knew you first as Pretty Face. I didn't even know your real name.
Mhm.
And
Mhm. A
then
lot of people.
do you get like so when people see you in public, like do people call you by Pretty Face, or do they call you by your like your regular name?
Anyone that does know me, whether they know me personally, they're gonna call me Pretty Face. Like I was at school and a girl told me, she was like, I know you from somewhere, and I'm looking at her because I'm like, I know I don't know you. She was like, your name Pretty Face or something. I saw your. She said I saw somebody share a flyer. So like, yeah, anybody that do know me, they gonna say Pretty Face. They gonna say Nay. They may say Big Daddy Nay. There's nobody who's really gonna say Chardonnay. Like
Oh,
it's just not.
oh, since you said that, because I said this when I didn't hit record, and I dare not speak it on here now. But I'm curious, what's up with this Big Daddy Nate thing? Where that came from?
I mean,
I'm just
so okay, so a time in my life I was like super super tomboyish, and I wasn't as girly, so I used to be like, look, I'm Big Daddy Nate. I would do things that men would do. Like you would expect a man to act a certain way, but me
hmm
being a woman, I would be that person. I just be like, yeah, because I'm Big Daddy Nate. And some people just kind of ran with it. And there are men, there are women that call it. Like sometimes my mama would call me and be like, what you doing, Big Daddy Nate? Like it became me. It
so this is
just,
something that people coined on you, and you just took it, you ran with it, and now still to this day, people still refer to you as I shall not name, but you know what
yes,
I'm trying to
yes,
say.
yes.
Okay,
It's the
cool.
way
That's
that I
what's up.
carried myself.
That's what's up. So like Nate, like I said, I don't really get a chance to really talk to you like talking about,
Right.
but this is a good opportunity for me to kind of just break things open. What is it like? Like, tell me what is it like? Real talk. Tell me what is it like to be like a woman of color in business? Because I will never know what that's like because I'm a man. So, what is it like to be a woman of color in the business industry?
I would say in this day and age, it's an amazing feeling because every day you can wake up and get on social media and it's another black businesswoman. So I really think it's iconic. No shade to the other races, but they've been in business, and it's like a lot of us women were scared to start a business, and now we're not. We're stepping out on faith, and
Yeah.
we're dominating. I can honestly say, and I
Okay. So, picking up where we left off, like, what is it like to be a woman of color in the business industry, in the business world, in today's world right now?
Um, like I was saying, in this day and age, it's a beautiful feeling. Black businesses are thriving, they dominating. It always was like the Asians, the Caucasians, and now we're basically stepping out on faith and becoming business owners. And I love that for us.
So as a black woman, it's a statement. I would like to say, like, for you to have your business, for you to have this foothold here,
Yes.
this is your territory. You wave this flag proudly wherever you
Yes.
go. Do you
Yes.
think you have, and you probably, this might be a dumb question, but I gotta ask, do you think that there's a lot of little black girls that look up to you when you are out and about and you're doing the thing with the people, like you're promoting your business? Do you believe you influence them, or do you think that you might not be in a position to where they don't see enough of you per se? And I only ask that because certain things get pushed to the forefront. You know
Right.
what I'm
Of
saying? Certain
course.
businesses do on certain platforms, and so it's like I'm just wondering, like, what is that like for you?
I definitely think that I influence little girls that do know me. I know for a fact I influence my daughters because I know my oldest daughter, we were having a conversation and I was like, do you know what you want to be when you grow up? And her answer was, yes, mommy, I want to be a business owner just like you. I was like, oh, okay, well. And I have other little girls that, want to be in business. So I am thinking about, I don't be want to tell my ideas, but I am thinking about throwing like a kids business seminar because there are kids that do see what we do and they love it and they want to be business owners and I don't see why they can't fulfill those dreams.
Man. So hearing that from you, because I always thought that, like, for example, I might not notice it, but like, just little kids, like boys, little black boys that see me, see what I do when I was on the back of an ambulance as an EMT, whether I'm doing that or me working at IT, there's always someone watching you.
Definitely.
And I was always told that. So you always want to put your best foot forward, especially when you're out in public. But like to hear
Of
it from
course.
you, because one thing, and this is no offense to any of the ladies, I don't really hear too much of, like, for say, women in your position, or maybe even older than you, kind of taking the younger generation under their wing to kind of show them different things like this, per se. And I don't know why it's like that. I don't know why, but it's
I
so
feel
refreshing
like
to hear that from you.
they force college on kids and my thing is this: if that child feels like college is not for them, you should absolutely support and love them. Don't force that on them.
Yeah.
Let them figure out what it is that they want to do. Because there's nothing like paying for your child to go to college. Like, I'm in school right now with girls who is like, yeah, because I went to school for 3 years and I knew I didn't want to do it, but I kept, no, do and be who you want to be. That's my motto.
Well, they say school ain't for everybody, and that last
It's
statement
not.
applies. You know, it's not. It's not. And that last, just to make it clear to everybody watching, and that last statement wasn't just for females as well as for males as well. It's just typically I've never had a guest come on and say, "Well, I do this for the little young black girls." No offense to anybody else in the past as well, but like you're
Right.
the first. So when I hear that, I love hearing that because it's like I've never heard it,
Right.
never. You know what I'm saying? So thank you for that
You're welcome.
because you know what I'm saying? You're influencing a younger generation of girls that might come behind you and might take what you've done and do it better.
Right.
You know what I'm
Of
saying?
course.
But man, that's a great thing. So Nate, tell me something that I don't know. Like, granted, something that you're comfortable with saying, right? Like, tell
Um,
me something like that I don't know about you, or we people don't know that you want them to know.
let's see. I don't know. I mean, because everybody knows, like, I'm a jack of all trades. My hands are in a lot. I mean, y'all didn't know I was in school, but I'm
That's
in
true.
school. I'm probably going to go to school again at some point. Um,
So if you're going back,
oh, so yeah.
what you going back? If you don't mind, what would you go back to school for?
If I was to go back to school after this, it'll be something dealing with business because A lot of people would like for me to manage their business, and I know I can do it. I actually manage a business, but to profit off of it from more clients, I would like to go to school and like really get the rundown of how to go about everything to better myself.
Okay.
So that would be
So
one thing I'll go back to school for.
if I said that, like for example, let's say, okay, let's say you hit the lottery. This is about to be a dumb question, but I just want to see where your headspace is at. Let's say
Okay,
you win the lottery, you win like let's say $4 or $5 million, right?
okay.
What would you do with that money? Like off the top of your head, don't even think. What would you
I
do?
already know. First, I will move to my dream state. I will open up all my businesses as a storefront, like I plan on doing in the future. Set my kids up with the trust funds. Invest more in my business as well as other things. Of course, give back to my community in my hometown. And then give back to the community where I will currently be living. And
Hmm. The only reason I not asked that because it's not a test, it's not a trick question or nothing like that. It's just the fact that I see you're serious about your business because
right,
every single thing that we've talked about, minus some of the goofy stuff, it kind of always goes back to your business. So your business literally is
my
your
life.
world, your everything.
Hmm.
It
It's
literally
hard to
is.
stray away from it.
Right, right. I feel that. I understand that. Are you what was I gonna say? You being a woman of color, like what does Black History Month mean to you now in the year of 2023?
It goes back to what I said about us thriving in the business world. Black History Month means to me, the things that they say we couldn't do, we're doing it and we're excelling
Yeah.
at it. And they don't like it. And I love that for them. I love that they don't like it because we're going to keep pushing forward, keep using our faith that we have to be the best that we can be. Like, I love this for us. Black people are amazing. And as long as we keep saying our positive affirmations and putting our foot on our own necks, we will continue to grow. And when I say put our foot on our own necks, I mean you don't have to put your foot on nobody else's neck to be better. Keep your foot on your own neck and better yourself, for
Okay.
anyone that needed to hear that message.
Okay. Well, that was very eloquently said. I appreciate that. Thank you. And I'm pretty sure everyone
No
else watching
problem.
does as well. So this might be a dumb question, but we gotta ask this. I got some questions
Okay.
that I kind of have to ask because I don't have a script, but I gotta stay on script. That makes sense. Um, if someone wants to utilize your businesses, what is the best way for them to do so?
Um, as in like the social media platforms, or just if they were looking for a particular product.
Well, let's just because I know you have a lot of different ones. Because you said like you're
Hmm.
a jack of all trades. Okay, I got that.
Yes.
Let's just say they want to use one in particular. Like, what's your most popular out of the businesses that you own? Let's start with that one.
Um, it's kind of hard because with one pretty frozen cup, that's the book to bar. Then we got one pretty sandwich shop where somebody might book me to make the sandwiches for the party that I have to bartend. They're pretty.
Mm. Yeah, we run into some more technical difficulties, but that's all right. That's totally all right.
Men accessories. We offer Yanni soaps. Like, it's kind of hard because people need me for a lot of things, and I have it. So
I
I
see.
mean,
So
it
you
just kind
are
of go
that.
hand in hand.
So you're that person now.
I am the plug.
Yeah, you're the plug. Okay. I'd rather call you the plug than you know what. I think I'm gonna have to start calling you that then.
Okay, we can do the plug. You don't have to say Big Daddy Nate.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it. All right. Well, Chardannay, thank you so much for your time, man. As always, guys, like I said, please go follow my social media links and hers. They'll be in the description box below. I have to end on this good note. With her, with her being the first guest, this is the beginning. If she is the beginning, you cannot wait to see who is at the end. And I
You
mean
know, I
that.
can't wait.
So, and you should tune in too. I hope you do, Nay.
I
Until
I
next time,
definitely will.
guys, I'll be back next week in the week with another Black History Month guest and another video. Y'all have a good one.